Hello, history explorers, and welcome back to the Mystery of History. Today, we're tackling a place so vast and so proud, it's the only one of the 50 states that was once its own nation. We're traveling to the Lone Star State, Texas. The mystery we're unraveling. How did this massive, contested territory survive centuries of conquest, sacrifice its independence for statehood, and ultimately evolve from a dusty frontier into the economic and cultural powerhouse it is today? To understand Texas, you first have to understand who claimed it. Over 300 years, Texas was governed by 6 different flags. It began as Spanish territory, a remote and often neglected part of New Spain, dotted by missions like the one we now know as the Alamo. For a brief moment, the French even laid claim to parts of the coast. In 1821, Mexico won its independence from Spain, and the vast, undeveloped land of Texas became part of the Mexican Republic. Mexico needed people to settle the frontier and protect it from raiding Native American tribes. This decision, however, became the great catalyst for change. Impresarios, like Stephen F. Austin, began bringing thousands of American settlers to what was then known as Tejas. These settlers pledged loyalty to Mexico, but they brought with them a very different culture, language, and, crucially, a desire for self-governance. The new Anglo-American settlers arrived in droves, and the cultural clash quickly grew into political conflict. Mexico, concerned about losing control of the territory, tried to enforce stricter laws and halt further American immigration. Tensions escalated, but the final spark wasn't over land. It was over central authority. When Mexican President and General Antonio López de Santa Anna abolished the Mexican Constitution of 1824 and became a dictator, the settlers in Texas felt their freedoms were threatened. The Texans were demanding autonomy and a return to constitutional law. But Santa Anna saw this as treason, leading to a fateful declaration. He would personally march north to put down the rebellion. The Texas Revolution is defined by incredible bravery and brutal loss. In 1836, a small band of Texan defenders, including iconic figures like Davy Crockett and Jim Bowie, held out for 13 days at the Alamo mission in San Antonio. Their defeat and slaughter at the hands of Santa Anna's army wasn't a military victory for the Texans, but it became a spiritual one. The rallying cry, "Remember the Alamo," galvanized the remaining forces. Just weeks later, General Sam Houston led a small Texan army to a stunning victory at the Battle of San Jacinto, capturing Santa Anna and securing Texas independence. For nearly 10 years, Texas was the Republic of Texas, an independent nation. The mystery here is how a diverse, ragtag group of settlers facing one of the most powerful armies in the hemisphere managed not just to revolt, but to establish their own sovereignty. The Republic's life was short. Plagued by debt and border disputes with Mexico, Texas voted to join the United States. In 1845, it was annexed, becoming the 28th U.S. state. This decision immediately triggered the Mexican-American War, which settled the border disputes once and for all. Texas then endured the massive upheaval of the Civil War, siding with the Confederacy. After the war, the state re-entered the Union and soon entered its mythical era, the Age of the Cowboy. The famous cattle drives, sending longhorns north to market, cemented the image of the rugged, independent Texan that remains globally recognized today. The true transformation of modern Texas began in 1901 with the discovery of the Spindletop oil field. The oil boom fueled the state's growth, creating staggering wealth, massive industrialization, and rapidly expanding cities like Houston and Dallas. But Texas didn't stop there. Today, the state is no longer defined just by oil and cattle. Cities like Austin and Dallas have become global hubs for technology, finance, and renewable energy. The state leads the nation in many economic metrics and is one of the fastest growing in population. The mystery of Texas today is how it managed to retain its fiercely individualistic Lone Star identity while absorbing massive waves of people and evolving into a diverse, modern industrial powerhouse. The story of Texas is one of constant reinvention, from a Spanish mission outpost to an independent nation, and finally, to a state that is arguably a country unto itself. It is a story of resilience, revolution, and the enduring quest for prosperity. The Lone Star doesn't just shine brightly, it tells a compelling tale of how a place can fight for its identity, adapt to the future, and never forget where it came from. What part of Texas's incredible journey do you find most mysterious? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed unraveling the Lone Star Riddle, make sure to like this video and subscribe to The Mystery of History for more intriguing short clips. Until next time, keep exploring.